Hey Ellen, hope all is well. Just want to do a quick update. I'm here at the house, started working, been in and out a little bit for the past month, but now officially just here. Got all the shutters taken out. I spoke with the paver guy, and he's going to get us some stuff here this week in a couple days, and he's going to come out here and take a look again. So we'll get that squared away and ready for the next few weeks. So in the house, I moved everything, small stuff, into the kitchen. Everything's in here so that it could contain from the dust. So we have all this plasticed off. It's a little doorway. Into the main room, we have crown molding and the ceiling repairs for where the old holes were. So those are done and ready, so I just need to prime, and then I'm going to paint the whole ceiling once the crown is painted. We got the AC duct. This one we didn't have to mess with because we went with the crown molding that fit just over it, and then this one was just going to have to come out a little, so I cut the hole, and when it goes back it'll just butt right up against the crown molding. Everything covered up. So I've got to sand all the patchwork for the crown molding. So I went with a smaller piece up here, and it transitions well down here instead of the wider piece. And we have the other extra little piece of crown here. Because as you go up, I'll sneak around this back side here. You can't get through right here. You can't even touch right here. So if I was going to put a board all the way, I'd have to add another piece of trim here, and then it was going to conflict with the railing and everything there. So I went with a smaller piece of trim, and I think it worked out well, and especially better down here where the wider piece would have made this look a little funnier. And then since we already had everything out and we're doing everything, I know we kind of talked about this, but I went ahead and just did this little area in here since I had to come in here to touch up these windows for painting and everything else. It just kind of finished out everything nicer, and it was just maybe a stick and a half of extra crown molding. So all the furniture from the porch is in this room, and everything's covered obviously for dust. And we have the floor prepped here and out there for when I spray. And I started on the doors. I got all the doors prepped. All these are cleaned. Everything in here with the paint that was all over the glass has been removed. I went ahead and switched out the doorstop as opposed to trying to patch it and fill it. It was just gonna look better this way and be a little less labor intensive. These pieces that were holding on that weather stripping, they were kind of falling apart and breaking or whatever, and then I was gonna have to fill that whole gap and sand it down and then prime it and paint it, and it just seemed more tedious than just having nice new stuff in the first place. I took off these little dummy plates, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill these so that it just looks like they were never there. There's just the 3 on each door, so that way it'll just look the way it's supposed to. And I've got the sills with the weather stripping off the sill, got those sanded down and ready, and I just have to fill this little gap here. And then I think we'll talk about what color to do those sills. I don't know if we do them white, if I get a heavy duty white glossy paint that's going to hold up, or if we do something in a grayish tone that maybe goes with the floor. We can talk about that later. And then this one, so that's where I'm at right now, is putting these pieces of doorstop and sanding that down on that one. And then I'll be sanding down the crown, getting it caulked and getting it ready to be painted. And then we'll be moving out here to start prepping out this ceiling and getting the room out here ready to be cleaned and painted. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, just give me a call, and we'll talk to you soon.